Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the leader of the Cosmic Armada, Wolph, Nara here. And not gonna lie, I've been neglecting YouTube YouTube to play Dragon Quest, nigga. I'm not gonna lie, I've been to my Yoshihiro Togashi-ish. But nonetheless, we are here to talk about Gang Piece, Gold Piece, Agenda Piece, One Piece Chapter 1028. And here's my review.
Who really a factor? I done grew up as a bastard, stepped out the wound into a disaster. Designing drugs and guns on my city after, pray for the lackers. Cause it only get worse and they try to blame it on your rappers, label us factors. My rappy told me sign an affidavit, like my life and my family ain't matter. Do you know how I feel to get served to the court on the platter? That shit happened. Lose your life fella soon like the months in the wound that your mama went through never happened. Seeing another lady, your baby was killed every summer, that shit like a pattern.
Before we get started, be sure to join the Cosmic Armada by subscribing and dropping a like, commenting, following me on Twitch, following me on Twitter, all that good stuff. Hit up the Discord, nigga. I'm just saying. But if you don't do that, I'm just saying, you know better than these niggas on the screen, nigga. We don't accept no East Blue Bandits on this pirate crew. So if you are an East Blue Bandit, click off the video, nigga. We don't need you here, nigga. We only accept real life pirates here. So if you consider yourself a real life One Piece fan, feel free to subscribe and enable the bell. Let's get started. Now, One Piece 1028, Brachiosaurus. The title alludes itself to the events that transpires towards the end of the chapter. So now we're gonna more likely just talk about the top cover page real quick. So me personally, I find this cover page to be absolutely amazing. Recently, Sora has got announced for Smash, so it seems that Oda took a little inspiration from Sora being pretty much put into Smash, so he wanted to make a gamer related piece for that. At least that's what it seems like to me. I'm just saying, we got Mario Jinbei, we got Ken and Luffy parallels, we got Brook and Garland, we got Link and Zoro together, we got Frankie Kong, nigga. I'm just saying, we got Chopper as a chopper puss or some type of random meat fighter, nigga. I'm just saying, nigga. Now let's actually get on to the chapter. In art, nothing is accidental. So Bao Hong, am I saying that right? Bao Huang, her spy was the first character to be shown in the story. It's pretty much used to relay information. This automatically made me kind of believe that Oda was making the statement with this chapter saying Kaido was not the final villain of the arc, and the final villain could potentially be CP0. Also, for us to pay attention as the readers, that the information in this chapter will be way more important typically than other chapters. So that's why I feel like he showed Bao Huang first. So let's continue on talking about CP0. Now, CP0 says that if Kaido is taken down, CP0 is to rally Wano under the real government per the GOAT. With the Louis fit Rob Gucci, you feel me? This means a surplus of sea stone prism could potentially be sent to the world government if they do conquer Wano, helping them with the upcoming throne wars, allowing them to pretty much be able to take on a plethora of different pirates because they have the necessary equipment to be able to do so. I'm guessing as of right now, they wouldn't really be at a surplus. They probably just fit to deal with what they're dealing with, not necessarily under the amount of sea prism stone they need, but not necessarily over their amount they need due to Kaido being in control of Wano, which we know they are the producers of sea prism stone. So Rob Lucci pretty much seems to be traveling somewhere, maybe not Wano, due to the waves not being drawn identically as the waves are drawn in Wano, for at least the Wano island. So we then get an update from that CP0 agent on the current numbers of the war. So now it's 12,000 versus 8,000, with Kaido having the 12,000, Luffy and the Samurai Alliance having the 8,000. Initially the numbers was 30,000 versus 5,400. It makes me wonder if the probability of Hawkins' prediction changed, because he still is on the Beast Pirate side, but on the contrary, he is at war, so maybe he didn't have the time to check. Rob Lucci's last order was to capture Nico Robin, which means CP0 is beginning to act during this war, at least the very next chapter after this one. The next scene Oda chooses to show us is one with Nico Robin calling Brook dependable, which got me kind of thinking maybe Brook fights one or all three of the agents of Igus or CP0. If he wins, then it backs up Robin's statement this chapter, and it gives him a chance to fight more competent opponents, because right now Brook has been kind of like fodder control, whether it was him checking down the chess pieces during the Big Mom or the whole Cake Island conflict, or him now taking down the soldiers, giving Nico Robin the chance to fight Black Maria 1-on-1 without any interruptions. And so if he does lose and they take Robin, then that means we're going to have the Robin retrieval arc. And I feel like if we do have that arc, it'll be with the members of the Grand Fleet itself, since they do still have to make a giant wave that shakes the history, causing the events of the Throne Wars. Not necessarily causing the events, but more of one of the leading factors into the initiation of the Throne Wars. Now, let's talk about Momo. So Momo was also shown in this chapter. Last chapter, he was kind of like grabbing onto clouds that was already, well, flame clouds that was already there, using them to keep him stable, because that's how dragons fly in the air, quote unquote. They more so just grab the flame clouds and use that to keep them stable in the air, and just use the clouds to travel. So right now, Momo is shown that he can't really produce the clouds, but if the clouds are already there, he's able to manipulate them. So I do see that Momo is going to eventually, probably in the next 5 or so chapters, he's going to begin to produce flame clouds, because the islands are going to start dropping, in which he's going to have that stress, that Zenkai boost, that Haki bloom, well, probably not Haki bloom moment, but flame cloud bloom moment, when the island begins to drop, and that's going to give him that sense of importance, or that sense of danger that he needs, so that way he can actually produce this new ability. Following the Momo scene, we have Yamato scaling up Onigashima to stop the bombs. This kind of gives me like Alabasta vibes, when the Straw Hats kind of had to stop the bomb that was at the center of town square inside the clock tower, in which, hey, if we're gonna get something that feels like the stakes is that high, because we have the island dropping, we also have the explosions that's going to go off automatically once the island drop, and it's going to level the entire flower capital. So since we already have multiple stakes coming in, and we have different Straw Hats handling those stakes, I feel like individually, depending on how dire the situation is, is the order is going to take into getting that problem solved. So I feel like Momo is going to probably be last in regards to getting the problem solved with making the island float. Yamato is going to be right before Momo in regards to stopping the bombs going off. And then we may have something with Brook and Robin before the moment with Yamato stopping the bombs. Now, let's get started with the meat of agenda piece, okay? My boy Sanji, Tetris Sanji. But I digress. Sanji starts off with him parrying and dodging Queen. On the other hand, Queen overheats? Nah, nigga, that nigga heated, nigga overheated, nigga overblew, nigga mad as hell. Kind of mad because Sanji is like not choosing to use the raid suit and choosing to fight him in his base form, unlike how he did King. Now, this situation refers to when Momo was about to get executed, in which Sanji turned invisible to save Momo at the last moment, and then used the raid suit to kind of tank King's ability, if you would, or stab that Sanji was screaming, saying it was piercing his chest. That's what Queen was referring to at that moment. Now, Sanji's constantly saying that his body is acting weird right now, so your boy may be right with the Sanji Genetics Explained video, okay? Hint, hint, go peep greatness, and leave your thoughts and your comments on the video or on this video, you feel me? Let me know you watched it. Sanji pretty much then dodges a named attack, or pretty much a random beam Queen shoots out of his tail. He then counters with a Diable Jamba Bien quote grill shot. That move was the same move that Sanji used to take down or damage one of the tentacles of the Kraken during the Straw Hats transition down to Fishman Island. Queen then responds by going into his full zone form, then shoots his neck from his body and using his neck as a snake. That's why this chapter itself is called Bronchosaurus, because it pretty much referenced that Queen is able to detach his neck in its entirety and use it as a snake from his body. So he's kind of hissing pretty much. And so once he goes into snake form or neck form, he breaks all the bones in Sanji's body by kind of like wrapping himself up like a boa constrictor and squeezing him. He then has this automatic laser beam that's built into the body of the zone. Remember, he detached his neck from the body, in which it automatically shoots out a laser. Where he pretty much talks about it, in which he then shoots himself like 2 to 3 times because he keeps talking about the name. He's just like, I'm not even trying to shoot myself, bro. What the? It's just gonna do it when I say the name, just like on some gag shit. And it's just fucking hilarious. So after all that, Sanji's like walks around, all his bones are broken. And this nigga look like a Tetris block, nigga. This nigga, his body, his torso, legs, and arms is contorted a way normal human bodies is not supposed to contort. And I'm just saying, you feel me? So when he does have all his body broken, he's literally responding like, yeah, it only stings. I can still move perfectly fine, although all his bones in his body is broken. He says, then don't tell me I'm awakening abilities like them, referring to the extra abilities or the superhuman abilities or capabilities that the German siblings have, although it was stated that Sanji didn't have it, you feel me? And so if he is awakening abilities like them, then I'm just saying, you feel me? Your boy theory might be correct. You may want to go peep it, you feel me? But then Quinn tries to decapitate Sanji at the end of the chapter after that statement, which he then breaks the blade with his neck, nigga. I'm just saying, nigga. Sword attacks don't work on this nigga. I'm just saying. His bones then kind of like began to fix itself because his neck is not at an angle. His body kind of like stiffens up and it's all straightforward again. It seems like every time Sanji dons Stealth Black, he gets a power up, especially due to the emotional connection with the suit and his family overall. A Sanji chapter, nigga, I'm just saying, nigga, 10 out of 10, nigga. Okay, only because it's a gender piece. Okay, if this was a Normal chapter, nigga, I give it a 7. Okay, maybe an 8. You feel me? But it's a Sanji chapter, so 12 out of 10, nigga. Yeah, I just upped the score by 2, nigga. I'm just saying. Let me know what agenda you push in this chapter. Okay, it's the leader of the Cosmic Armada, Wolph, Nara. Like, comment, subscribe. Pull up to the Twitch stream. Pull up to the Discord. Follow me on Twitter, because that's why we pretty much put all my thoughts on mangas and stuff I'm reading currently when it's not One Piece or any mainstream manga or manhwa. But anyways, it's been your boy Wolph Nara, and I'm out.
They know why I'm throwing up L's. As long as I'm alive, they won't forget you. Take me to them days when no touch them gang, thinking like, damn, I remember.